The redevelopment of the Mill Village has been a wonderful, wonderful thing for the community. There always was this divide, you know, the railroad tracks really divided the community, but with the redevelopment that is gone, and it's just wonderful to have the village connected and be a part of the community.
When Edenton Cotton Mill closed in 1995, after more than a century of operation, the owner gave the entire complex, including 57 mill houses, to Preservation North Carolina. At the time, no one knew what Unify's gift would mean for Edenton. Would this Mill Village time capsule be relevant going into the 21st century? Now, with all of the houses sold and refurbished, and the mill transformed into dramatic condominiums, it's clear that the gift was priceless.
The reuse of the mill was just a tremendous opportunity for us to show the world how an old industrial building could be redeveloped into modern, urban, hip living.
It was, when we were given the property, very intact. And so it was our intention to keep it that way. We think we have maintained the feeling of what this was, a small community within a community. I mean, in the beginning there was conversation of it being used for educational purposes, which would have been very interesting. And it took a while for us to see clearly that probably the highest and best use would be residential.
Well, the architecture makes you think that you're in a New York loft with the high ceilings. But the town is only 5,000 people, so it's very different to have those two things meet in one place.
When we talk about selling a property, we don't talk about selling it for restoration, but for rehabilitation. We don't sell museums. We sell properties that people live in and love. We have a wide variety of people here, and a nice mixture of single people, a few families, a lot of retirees, and so we have a mixture of people who've lived in this region for a long time, and those that are, you know, totally unfamiliar with North Carolina. And so a lot of these people have made huge contributions to the community.
Forbes magazine has called Edenton one of the prettiest towns in America. I love to tell people that we are a real, living, wonderful, small town. We have great quality of life, we have great history, and we have, you know, a lot of fun things for people to do and for families. Redevelopment of the village and the mill has added a dimension that we can show off to our tourists.
And it has brought a lot of people to Edenton that I don't think would have ever come. They may not be the people that normally like to go to house museums, but they've read about this interesting project.
Redevelopment of the mill and the village have definitely been an asset in terms of tax base. We went from probably $2 million worth of tax base now to, I'm sure, well over $20 million, and that has been a huge benefit to the town and the county. It was definitely a leap of faith to say to Unify, give this property to Preservation North Carolina, but those partnerships have definitely paid off, and it makes us want to embark on other partnerships where other opportunities exist. And I think we'll be successful because of what we learned and how we work together with the mill and the Mill Village.